Do you know what the game is that they're releasing for 3DS?
It's on every other fucking console in the world, including PC.
Skyrim. Welcome back to This Week in Gaming. I'm Proxy.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jeff.
And we are coming to you and your earballs Saturday, September. I got my months right?
Yeah.
It feels like October, but
It does.
September 16th.
It's because we've all started decorating for Halloween already.
Oh, we have. We are like the epitome of what people hate about Christmas lovers, but in Halloween, we're like, oh, Easter's over, Halloween time.
I don't see why you take down to the decorations anyway.
I know. I've had most of the Halloween decorations up since last year. So like, why bother?
I only do 2 gatherings a year, once Christmas and once Halloween, so
They match. I mean, they're the same holiday.
for us, yeah. We'll just go with a Nightmare Before Christmas theme, and we'll keep it that way every year.
So we
It'll be
dress
good
up
stuff.
for Christmas too.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, sometimes we do. Sometimes Corey and Trent are just the Potters,
It happens.
even though one of them is Draco. I don't care. I
Yeah,
don't
you
care
know,
how it
remember
works out.
Draco Potter? He was a really important character to the story.
Potter Malfoy.
Potter
That's-
Draco Malfoy.
I'm going to go ahead and say that's probably a search result on Google. I don't want to see. But
no.
You didn't put the slash in between, so
Oh, it
slash
does.
dot.
Google knows. Google knows.
Google knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, what we got? NES Classic?
Yeah, so...
The original NES Classic?
Yeah, the NES Classic that came out last year.
Yeah, so Nintendo announced, as of at least, according to the article, Tuesday the 12th, that due to high demand, they plan on shipping more NES Classics in 2018.
Wow, give me a moment here.
Yeah, you
So-
gotta just take that in.
How many more? Like, are we talking 5 or are they going all out and doing 10 more?
Knowing
I don't know.
Nintendo, it's probably only 5.
Yeah.
It's going to be 5 more than what they had on launch day.
Yeah, right.
But no word on when shipping will begin and when they'll become available again. Hasn't been announced yet. Nintendo had a huge Treehouse thing this week.
Yeah,
in
there was
Nintendo Direct.
Nintendo Direct. Yeah.
The SNES Classic will also have more units shipped on launch day than the NES Classic did.
That's good.
As
That's a good
initial
start.
launch, not like in total, but
They clearly learned from their mistakes.
the
Only
SNES
a little.
if you haven't picked it up already and they happen to have some at GameStop or Walmart or wherever, SNES Classic will retail still for $80. Comes with the 21 built-in games, Super Mario World, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Star Fox 2, which was the unreleased game.
Yep. So I mean, you have a chance to get both now again.
Yeah, keep your
have
earballs
another
out
chance.
for when we announce that Nintendo made another announcement.
Us, on the other hand, I have completely refabbed my Ouya.
Yep.
So shout out to my 10 other fellows that also bought an Ouya on his Kickstarter.
And the 5 others
It's
that
a-
still have them.
It's a dinosaur.
I should
relic
really
now.
say the 5 others that still have them, because a lot of people bought Ouyas when they came out, because there was $100 for a new console,
And it's
and it
cool.
runs. The controllers were the biggest downfall for me.
yeah. It
If they
wasn't
had a
comfortable.
better setup for controllers or a better wireless, it would have been okay,
Mhm.
because there's some solid indie games that are on it.
It's just
But
not
I
good.
didn't even have to hack anything or go crazy with it. I could just install emulators, and I can emulate now pretty much any console up to the generation of Xbox, GameCube, PS2.
So the best era,
Pretty much.
basically.
Anything before that, I can put on this little box, and it's great.
Harvest Moon,
Harvest Moon
Animal
for the
Crossing.
N64.
Animal Crossing.
Oh, I don't know if I can do GameCube. I might be able to.
Oh,
But I also have
I
a
thought that's what
GameCube.
you meant was like
Oh,
those
God, no.
those systems.
I wish.
they're-
I mean, it can
Aw.
run Unreal Engine 3, so it is okay.
There's a possibility then, I
But-
guess.
But that aside, so we'll have our own little emulation machine. But for those interested in picking up the SNES and the NES Classic,
That'll be
your chances are coming.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually kind of funny that you talked about emulation, because that's what I'm going into for the next article, quote unquote, that we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Some Super Mario 64 news.
Yeah. Which is like weirdly a fan favorite game.
Is
Yeah.
this like a 20-year anniversary?
Oh,
deal?
no.
'Cause
Oh,
It's
no.
better.
No. hold your breath now because the DCMAs will be coming.
Yeah. Swallow your clear, sparkling, nasty juice.
So someone has created a fan-made version of Super Mario 64 that turned it into an online multiplayer game.
This is exactly what the world needed.
If you ever wanted to see 24 Waluigis walking around the glitch world that is Super Mario 64 once it's been hacked, you're in luck.
Yep. So Super Mario 64 Online allows up to 24 players to roam around the Mushroom Kingdom with the entire Mario cast, such as Peach, Rosalina, Waluigi, Wario.
I assume Toad and shit.
Yeah, the Mario cast that you can think of. Every character has unique abilities, apparently.
I don't know what that means. That's what it was. That's what the trailer was like. Everybody's got abilities. Cool. What are they?
The team behind this fan-made game are well-known modders in their community. The designer, Kaze Emmanuar.
Emmanuar?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It would have been funny if you were like new from Mojang.
Oh my god.
Super Mario Online 64.
Kaze's been working on hacks for Super Mario 64 for years, even launching previous fan-made versions of Super Mario 64 in the past. And like I said, hold your breath now because you know the DCMAs are going to be coming.
Yeah.
Because like this was a Polygon article, so you know Nintendo's right on that.
It's funny though because like this was an article on Monday. It is now Friday evening.
It's still up.
I checked an hour ago and it's still up. It's amazing.
But you can run it off of an emulator.
Yep.
So like if you have Dolphin or whatever.
So like you can do like I guess racing other characters and just bopping around the levels. It's really, the trailer is a wild experience. It's like watching something that shouldn't be happening. It's amazing.
Sure is. I did watch the trailer too.
It's really
in a
funny.
good way or in like a Ben Drown kind of way?
No, in a funny way.
Okay. In a 8-7 Kirby's and a Pac-Man way.
Oh boy.
That was so good.
For those that don't
for
those that weren't here for our last charity live stream.
Oh god.
We had it was an 8-player, right?
It was
8-player.
Yeah.
It was an 8-way Smash round, and it was
7
Kirby's and a Pac-Man, and it was total chaos to watch.
I'm still surprised the Wii U didn't just explode from trying to process that many Kirby's.
It's funny because I think all of the characters that weren't played by people were level 1, and the Pac-Man was level 9, and a human being still won against all the other Kirby's and the Pac-Man. It was amazing to watch.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll try and get this running on my computer and we can figure it out.
I mean, we're not doing anything illegal. Cops.
If it runs on like an N64 emulator,
yeah.
Because I mean, guess what the Ouya has on it now?
Oh my god.
Well, it's just getting the internet connectivity because it's an online multiplayer.
Yeah, it has Wi-Fi /
I don't know.
Getting the emulator to work though.
Got that good old Ethernet.
It can get a little weird
wanky.
I would imagine because it's not so much dependent on the physical hardware anymore. The emulation has to understand and think that it knows.
Right. Exactly. But
talk about the fucking Matrix.
Yeah. We'll try and hack into the Matrix and learn Kung Fu while we're at it.
I know Kung Fu.
So moving on from there, you know that game company.
Oh, that game company.
That game company.
Yeah.
Yes.
The company known as That Game Company.
Am I correct in my assumption that they made Journey?
You are correct.
Okay. I was making sure I'm thinking of the right game company.
Okay. I learned this. They made Journey and they made 2 other games that are
Flow
basically
and Flower.
They were basically Journey but different colors.
Yeah.
And
sort of, not really.
That's what it looked like
Flow,
to me.
I remember launched with the PS3.
Yep.
It was to make use of the 6-axis controller, and it's essentially Agario, but slower.
Oh, God, that sounds awful.
You are like this little organism, and you have to eat other organisms to grow bigger.
You're a bacteria. It's like the starting of Spore.
Aw.
Yeah. It's like that. And then you have Flower, where you're like in this person's apartment in, I think it's like New York City or something.
Mm-hmm.
And there's these flower pots, and you're trying to get the flowers to grow. And in order to get them to grow, you like sort of are a wisp of air. And you're flying through the fields, picking up flower petals. And as you're doing that, you're adding color back into the flowers.
Oh.
It's a really pretty game.
That sounds really cute.
Like, honestly, I have both games if you want to borrow them sometime. They're really lightweight and they'll take you maybe 20 minutes to beat.
Oh, I like that. You
But
know I'm
they're
bad at
super
commitment.
cute, super relaxing, and there's no way to die. So
I'm
that
into
was their
that.
big thing when they did Journey, when they did Flow, and when they did Flower. They were
Yeah.
like, we wanted a game that was just straight up fun, where there's not really anything story-wise to follow. You do whatever you want, and it's really relaxing.
But that being said, a little that game company biography, I guess. They're releasing a new game called Sky
Awesome.
on Apple devices only. First and possibly only.
Yeah, they really won't
When are
say
you getting that iPhone?
couple weeks, bro. And by a couple weeks, I mean couple paychecks, bro.
But Sky is very reminiscent of Journey in that it combines exploration, meeting players, collecting items, mysteriously cloaked figures as a player character.
Yep.
I'll have to send you the trailer for it.
It's really cute.
It's still just as pretty.
It sounds awesome.
It will have multiplayer online support for up to 8 players worldwide, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
even if
they
it's
really
just on an iDevice.
They liked that about Journey, where you could just kind of bump into somebody and play with
That
them. So
blew
that's
my mind.
That's the thing that they're bringing with
Because
Sky.
I thought it was an NPC when I first ran into someone. So I was having my own one-sided interactions with them and being like, come on, friend, let's go this way. But then they would lead me to like a secret scarf piece. And I was like, that's so awesome. Thanks, dude. And we went through the whole thing. And
Remember?
then it said other players met and it had actual player names.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my God, they were real people?
Yeah. Remember when we first started streaming and we played Journey? And
don't remind me.
And and your brother was playing with this person. I don't remember what we had named what we had nicknamed the person, but after we finished playing, they sent us a message on PSN being like, "Hey, it was really fun to play with you guys. I nicknamed you Brenda while we were playing."
Yeah, because that was when we get through the snowy area and you get to the top, and I remember it was the very end.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spoil anything for you. It's the very end. You get to the very top of where you're going to. And they made a big old heart in the snow around our character.
Yep.
And I was like, this is amazing.
It was so good.
So as of right now, Sky will only be available on iDevices, iPhone, iPad, Apple TV. There is no news on if it will ever be available for the other consoles / OSs like Android. And as of right now, there is no release date. So,
But
I mean,
they kind of announced it last year, and they were like, "We want it to come out in 2017, so it could come out by the end of this year."
Fingers crossed.
yeah, fingers extra crossed. Moving from one mobile to the next mobile, the Nintendo Switch Online app.
Yay!
So the Switch Online app for mobile phones, which at its launch only worked when no other apps were open and the phone screen was on, has received an update that fixed the issue.
Yeah, remember when people were really mad that they couldn't breathe without their Nintendo Switch Online app just closing, being like, "Oh, you're doing something else, so I'm just not going to work."
I'm sorry. Am I not the center of your attention?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See
Right.
ya.
Yeah.
That's
thanks,
what it was.
YouTube.
So they fixed that this week.
Yeah, so version 1.1.0 has the voice chat will now continue when other apps are opened, and voice chat will now continue during sleep mode.
Oh yeah, because that was another thing. You couldn't even turn off your phone screen.
You had
Like-
to just let it overheat.
Yeah,
Depending on
and
what phone
die.
You
have.
just had to burn out your screen and have the Nintendo Switch app
Thank
burned
God no
in
one
forever.
tried that with a Note 7.
Oh god.
The newest version of the app will allow users to switch between apps on their phones without disconnecting their chat sessions. The caveat of this is not being able to switch to another app that uses microphone or audio output like Spotify, YouTube, or like a phone call.
Yep.
But, I mean, meh.
Pretty much. You know the last time someone called me? Yesterday when Zach called. But other than
Oh, I was
that,
gonna say,
like,
was it your mom? Because that's the only person who
even
ever
my
calls
mom
anyone.
texts now.
Yeah,
So.
but that's the only person who ever calls anyone is their mother. No one calls me except my mom.
My mom doesn't call me unless someone's dead.
Yeah,
Someone's dead or someone had a kid. So, meh.
sometimes both at the same time.
Yeah. So,
No.
moving on from the Switch app, we are going to talk a little bit about the Switch.
The Switch.
Itself.
So Nintendo had Nintendo Direct this week,
Yep.
which is like
that's a link to all this shit
Their
I found.
their big ass announcement things for the next quarter. And they had some really good things to talk about.
Like,
Primarily
Tech-wise or game launch-wise?
game launch wise.
yeah.
Primarily the partnership of Bethesda and Nintendo.
Yeah, which is like everyone knew before the Switch came out that Skyrim was going to be on it. I don't know if it was common knowledge that Doom and Wolfenstein 2 are going to be on the Switch.
Yep. And
I don't
also
know.
Skyrim is launching on November 17th of this year.
Wow.
It would have been
Yeah.
great if it was November 11th because that was its original release
Yeah,
date.
11/11/11.
Yeah. Wow, that's a long time ago. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah,
And
it
it's
was
been
certainly 6 years ago.
And it's been re-released like 8 times.
But
It's great.
yeah, so they announced this week at Nintendo Direct that Bethesda and Nintendo are pretty much BFFs right now.
That's good.
Short of putting Fallout 4 on the Switch.
I think it'll be interesting if Bethesda decides to like go ahead and make anything that is specific to the Switch.
Yeah. That'd be really shitty for me, but
It would, but it would also give people that are maybe on the fence about buying a Switch because there's not much on it other than Breath of the Wild right now,
yeah.
a good reason to buy a Switch.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know about ARMS, but, like, Splatoon has, and Splatoon 2 are the same way, where, like, there's so many rules and guidelines you have to follow, or else you get banned forever. Like, if your internet boots you from a Splatoon 2 match too many times in a row, they'll just ban you and be like, you can't play this game anymore. It's
That's
like,
kind of dumb.
well, I paid $65 for it, so you better let me
I'm
play.
still waiting to see when Splatoon 2 attempts to make its like big debut into mainstream esports.
It won't happen.
I think it's too...
I know Nintendo wants to.
They want
because
to.
they added that into the trailer for the Switch.
But
it's-
Look at all these esports players and their Splatoon
It'll never happen.
consoles.
I think it's too kid-friendly.
You can't even see Mario Kart on the esports venue.
Wow.
Like, it's not a Nintendo will not have a game in esports, in my honest opinion.
I mean, although at the same time, I always said that Nintendo was never going to back down from their, like, we're not going to let you broadcast or stream our gameplay.
Yeah, they've really
We're not going to
loosened
let you
up.
share anything Nintendo related because you guys don't know what to do with it.
Like, I can see where you can like see in the future and see Splatoon 2 being like an esport.
I
I
think
only
But
really say it because Nintendo did that in their ad.
But Nintendo is too family centric. They'll never break that market.
I don't know.
Even if you had games like Bayonetta or whatnot on any Nintendo console,
Which was so great playing Bayonetta.
It
and
was.
Bayonetta 2.
but
Dropping F-bombs on the Nintendo Wii U.
it's too they're too family centric of a company that they'll never get into that competitive scene minus Smash Bros. And even that's still low ball.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see them getting into these, like, the Red Bull tournaments and all that, you know. But that's my honest opinion.
getting feisty in the studio today.
Getting feisty. I'm hot.
I know.
I'm
Fucking
very hot. And I'm
hurricanes.
sitting next to the goddamn fan.
I know.
Moving on from our Nintendo Switch, we're going to go to our Nintendo 3DS.
Yay! Wait.
Sweet. Switching to the 3DS. What's
We
going
are
on?
switching to the 3DS. So, as of Wednesday the 13th,
Hold on. I want to ask Proxy if he knows what the game is. Do you know what the game is that they're releasing for 3DS?
can I give him a hint?
Yeah.
It's on every other fucking console in the world, including PC.
Skyrim.
No.
Good one.
Legos for adults.
Oh, is it Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft is available already on the eShop for 2DS and 3DS as of the 13th.
Yep.
There will be a physical copy of the game available eventually in the future. Important to note that it only works on the new 2DS and 3DS systems, not the old ones. So, like,
Because you need the C-Stick.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can't play it on mine, but we could play it on yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, well, I don't know. I don't know if even, like, that
Well, yours
is
has a C-Stick, right?
too
Yeah.
old.
Well, no, because his is the
I
new
don't-
3DS XL.
Yeah. It's the one that has the better processing and the C-Stick, so that I could have gotten it with Majora's Mask when it came out, but I didn't.
So when we went to Florida and something came out, was that just the new 2DS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
the new 2DS
okay.
and
I
new
thought it
2DS
was
XL.
a new 2DS XL and a new 3DS XL.
Nope.
No.
That's why I thought
Just the new
okay.
2DS XL so that people can not have to pay for the 3D technology they're not going to use, but can also have something in clamshell form.
Yes, I'm very excited to own one.
It just makes me giggle still because it is legitimately on pretty much every console that exists.
No, not pretty
And-
much. It is on every console, including mobile.
Yeah.
Except Microsoft phones, Windows phones. Their own damn software.
Yeah,
They
right.
dropped support.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's something I didn't know.
They took Minecraft off of Windows Phone.
Well, they
And
also
why you're not giving anyone any real incentive to buy your phone anymore.
No, they're except for like the amazing camera. Microsoft is really trying to pretend the Windows Phone never happened. To be fair to them.
Yeah, we're just going to brush that under the rug.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's a slight tech offshoot, but having watched the iPhone or the Apple conference recently where they're
With
like,
the iPhone X.
they're just like, how about we do what Windows did and we'll go straight from 8 to 10.
Yeah.
So then they did. So then like the 10 is just them copying Windows with jumping a number. And then the device itself is just them copying Samsung's
With the
Note
S8.
8.
Mm-hmm.
I say the Note 8 because one of the big features they had was dual camera stabilization,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
a big feature that the Note 8 had when it launched.
And size probably.
Thankfully, anyone that's probably watching the Apple debut is very not busy watching what's going on
I
with
mean,
Samsung.
I
so they
did
can still
see-
feel like it's new.
Like, technology aside, I did see a great, like, meme, quote unquote, like a new meme saying, well, the iPhone X costs $999. The entire
Cracker Barrel.
menu costs like $807
It's like
for,
$887
for
and change.
one of everything.
Yep.
Just
It's like-
saying, where you want to prioritize that.
Definitely Cracker Barrel. Then I've got plenty left to tip with.
That's
Because their
right.
service is pretty great. Not going to lie.
Not
Every
the
Cracker
time
Barrel I've been to.
Not the time we went.
Yeah.
The food was
Aw.
great though.
I'm sorry you experienced that.
Me too. They should be too.
Bastards.
But yeah, so they dropped support from Windows phones. It was kind of really sad for Windows.
For the 3 people still using a Windows phone.
Mostly, like, there's one IT guy and a couple people at Teleflex.
Yeah. And
I don't think they have support for
it's-
BlackBerry either, to be fair.
But BlackBerry doesn't
Who-
have support for anything.
no.
They don't.
BlackBerry
It's-
is literally a messaging phone. That's it.
Yeah. It's just really funny how I remember when before Minecraft was out of
Alpha.
alpha,
Oh my
before
God.
it hit the mainstream market, and it was still like $13. And it was like, I'm playing this cool indie game where it's like Legos for adults, but on my computer. And it was really cool and awesome. And now it's like, I can't even walk into a Target without seeing Minecraft everywhere.
Which, in one hand, I guess is great because, huge success. And if I was that into Minecraft, I'd be pumped about it.
Yeah, but I'm not anymore. I used to be. I used to be able to play Minecraft for
You
like
used to
13
play
hours a day.
hours.
Yeah. But now it's like, I started up maybe once a year and I'm like, I'm over this.
Yeah. But, meh. I mean,
Oh, well,
just
I mean,
a little bit of news because,
it's
I
good
have to
for-
announce when the Minecraft hierarchy shows up.
It's good for kids who shouldn't have these consoles if you're under the age of like 12. But
If
it's
you're-
good for kids.
If you're new to video games or you're new to YouTube, Minecraft is for you.
So true.
Moving on.
Can we get away from Nintendo for like a minute?
We are literally going to get away from Nintendo for probably a hot minute. Bruce Straley of Naughty Dog has announced that he left. Bruce was Naughty Dog's 15th employee. He is also known as the co-director of Uncharted 2, 4, and The Last of Us. He co-directed the art for Uncharted 1. He'd worked on Jak and Daxter, Crash Team Racing. Yeah, he
CTR, that's my jam.
Yeah.
he gave the same basic speech every developer employee gives when they leave a company, leaving no discernible reason why he would be leaving, possibly just to explore other avenues. Just for reference, he's been with Naughty Dog since 1999.
He was hired
Man.
specifically to do texture art for Crash Team Racing. As soon as I read that, I was like, my game.
Right.
And Last of Us, like,
That's, yeah.
So
the best game I never played.
like these developers, like they keep on dropping. They're dropping like flies from all these big name companies.
yeah.
Some of them are, and I can't help but wonder if it's like one of two or three things. Either, all right, I've been here for a long time. I've got a pretty good like backup of cash money sitting around for a little while. I want to try something different.
Right.
Or if it's kind of a restructuring of the company where they're like, you've been here a long time, we pay you too much.
Or if something is changing behind the scenes and they're jumping ship. But I think it might be option A, because all of the ones that we keep reporting leaving their companies have been there for like anywhere from 10 to 25 years. So it's like, yeah, after 25 years, I don't blame you for being like, I want to, I don't know, be a farmer or something crazy like that.
Or I would have started my own development company.
Yeah, maybe they want to do that because indie games are starting to be big.
That's-
and they're a lot less expensive to produce.
And that's what a lot of these guys are doing is like.
And B, you look at a lot of the stuff, especially if you make a big name for yourself and you leave, like people are going to be paying attention to what you're doing after that.
Yeah.
Right.
And with the whole Konami thing where they let go of
Kojima.
Yep.
And Sony immediately went, we have a home for you.
Yeah.
But
So now he's just doing his own thing, and I'm sure a lot of other people were like, we could do that.
Right. I mean,
I have
you had a couple guys from Bethesda left, a couple guys from Ubisoft left.
I think another person from Naughty Dog just left.
Yeah, we had now this makes 2 people from Naughty Dog have left, and at least 60% of them have been like, yeah, I'm leaving to start my own fucking company.
Yeah. But I think Bruce Straley's lucky because he was a co-director of 3 of the best games ever made.
Yeah, absolutely.
He co-directed art for one of the best games ever made. He did art for 2 games that I don't know about Jack and Daxter, but Crash Team Racing was my fucking jam when I was 8. So it's like, he's got everything. Good for him.
Yeah.
Let him do his own thing.
I mean, power to you, Bruce.
Yeah. Good job, Bruce.
You know we'll be watching.
We will be. That was our hot minute away from Nintendo.
That was our Nintendo
now we get to
break.
get back on Nintendo.
And
oh boy.
to finally report, this is the last article that we have prepared. There's a new
2DS XL.
2DS XL coming out.
A new.
As of November 3rd, you will be able to pick up a Pokeball inspired 2DS XL.
So it's gonna just be red and white with a little Pokeball. Oh, look at that!
I just pulled up a picture so Proxy can see. It's so cute. I fucking want it.
So
is it like, is there depth and texture to it, or is it just a paint job?
It looks like there's depth and texture. While the bottom will take on a white base, the middle of the 2DS XL sticks out a little, giving it the look of an actual Pokeball.
I'm into that.
I'm very into it.
I'm not gonna buy one, but I'm into it.
I might buy one. If I'm gonna buy a 2DS XL anyway, and it's not that different in price from the regular one, I might do it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, as of right now, there's no price yet or any information on if it will be available to be pre-ordered, if it's limited edition only.
I hope not. I hope it's not just limited
one
edition.
Of those while supplies last situations.
Yeah, I hope not.
But we'll definitely keep our eyes out because November's just around the corner.
It is. November's a busy month.
I know.
There's a couple things I wanted to mention before we go. Mario has nipples.
He does. I saw someone redid the artwork of Mario running.
Was it
where he had super hairy chest, as he should.
Because he's Italian.
I see Mario just being, kind of like Nate and I used to talk about that. Or like, you got that curse where you're just kind of like a rug from the neck down.
But Mario has nipples, and it's absolutely destroyed the internet because people are like, "Is Mario human?" And Nintendo's like, "Yeah, he's absolutely human. Look at the nipples we put in the trailer." So there's that.
Look at his little plumber nips.
There was a PS4 update to improve system performance.
Oh boy, has that already launched?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it just background install without me noticing?
No, you probably just have to go into your notifications and actually look at what you have.
I might.
Because that's what I did.
Okay.
Overwatch has a free weekend next weekend, starting on Friday.
Friday, what's the date?
The 22nd.
22nd until Sunday?
Until Sunday. 11 a.m. PST on the 22nd, Friday, till 11:59 p.m. PST on the 25th, which is Sunday. So free weekend. There's new map, Drunkertown, as of the 19th, which is... I don't know what day that is. Is it Tuesday?
It's update day.
Yep.
Oh, okay. The free-to-play will be available on Quick Play, custom games, and the arcade, but not competitive, which I guess seems fair. I don't play Overwatch. If you purchase Overwatch after the free weekend, you'll retain all your levels and shit, as always. And Crash Bandicoot pop figures.
What?
Yeah, I'll have to pull up pictures.
Oh no! I need more shelves.
There's going to be 6 different variations of Crash Bandicoot that are all rare in their own way, and then the final one will be Neo Cortex. I don't know if they're gonna like have any more characters or what's gonna happen.
I'm sure Coco will get brought out, and they'll eventually expand into.
I would love actually a Tiny the Tiger, because he was always my favorite.
He would end up being one of like the big size pop figures,
the $30 ones.
So I don't remember when that's happening. I just kind of left myself an asterisk here.
I don't even care. I just really wanted it to happen.
It's happening. So that was it.
I still have all my old Crash Bandicoot action figures.
Those are probably worth some dough to somebody.
They're poorly made. I'm not gonna lie. None of them are in their package anymore, so they're probably not worth anything. Half of them are super glued back together because they were not well assembled. It's really just the love I had for them that survived. That's it.
Also, any of you Destiny 2 players right now this weekend, Zur is around. He's on Nesser. You can get some really good epic loot. He's up there till the 19th, unlike from Destiny 1, where he would only last a weekend. So just FYI.
Needs to be some Destiny 2.
He's up till the 19th, according to Bungie's website.
It sounded like you were just having a stroke. You were just saying words that made no sense.
No, a lot of it made sense to me, except for the Zur part.
Zur is a shopkeep that sells epic gear.
Oh,
pretty much the best. That's what Milo got as a little figure thing. But yeah, so up until the 19th, there's no actual time on when the 19th, but the 19th, that's Tuesday. Cool. He's been up since yesterday, or since this morning.
Cool.
Friday.
Oh, man.
Our news is really well organized.
Sure is.
And it's not 90% Nintendo.
So more updates to come with the news, and we will catch you all next week. Thanks for listening. Game on.
Bye.